Over $13,000 in his first 30 days is what one of my team members was able to do with my brand new affiliate marketing campaign. My name is David Deacle, and in this video I want to bring you the case study of Nathaniel Laurent, all the way from New England, Massachusetts, who used to be a cleaner making $800 a month, and he ended up injuring himself because he used to do huge jobs like cleaning 7-story buildings, making only $10,000 a year. And the moment that he switched over to an online income source by leveraging one of my affiliate marketing campaigns, my very first campaign that he plugged into, he made over $250,000 with the very first version of the current affiliate marketing campaign that I have. So in this video, I want to share with you his case study in hopes that you might be in the same situation, and this might inspire you to first of all know that there is a better way to generate income, and you could do it from online. And in fact, he's done it, and he's going to share his entire story with you and exactly what he's done to generate these commissions and how he got to where he is today, making over $10,000, $13,000 in a single month consistently with my affiliate marketing campaign. So let's dive straight into it. I am extremely excited to share this case study with you. I want you to hear directly from Nate. And again, this is in hopes that it will inspire you and really give you the necessary information that you need to make an informed decision whether you want to get involved with affiliate marketing the right way with one of my affiliate marketing campaigns. So at any time during the case study, if you want to get started, go ahead and get started. Simply click the link down below and go ahead and get started. With that being said, let's dive straight into the case study. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is David Deacle. Today I have a very, very special guest. I have Nathaniel Laurent, all the way from New England, Massachusetts. Nathaniel, how you doing?
How you doing, David? How you doing? Doing good.
I'm doing good, man. And we have something really special for you guys today because Nathaniel has actually made over $250,000 with one of my marketing campaigns, the initial version, and just in the latest version, he's already been able to do over $13,000 just in his first 30 days with the system. So I had to bring him on to do a case study to share with you guys exactly what has he been doing, how has he been doing it. So this way, if any one of you guys watching are curious about the system, how does it work? Is it working for members? Nathaniel obviously is one of my team members, just like I'd like you to be. But I want you to hear from him directly what he has to say about the system and how did it work for him. So let's maybe start at the beginning, Nathaniel, because I'm sure that a lot of people might know already who you are, or some people might, but some people might not know who you are. So let's start at the beginning. How did you get started with internet marketing? How did you even get involved with the industry?
Well, for starters, I was one of those people who were struggling. My background is a cleaner. So I was a cleaner for over 10 years, struggling miserably at my job. I literally cleaned at a 7-story building by myself, and I did it till I could no longer physically do it anymore due to medical reasons. I had a tear in my L5 disc, and that tear pretty much made it impossible for me to continue to work. I was in so much pain. And so that drove me to the internet, where I started to do some research and say, I need to change my life. And I wasn't getting paid, what I felt I was worth. I was making only $800 a month as a cleaner, cleaning a 7-story building by myself, So that led me to do some research online and say, listen, life has got to change for me. And so I started to look up some YouTube videos, and I came across your video. And when I came across your video, you had made $4,000 in 9 days. And I said, wow. I said, if I could do that or just half, I'm good.
Yeah.
So basically I clicked the link, I watched your webinar, and in the webinar, there's something that you said that I was able to really resonate with which is, you said, if I could, all you wanted to do was make $100 a day, and I was like, that's me. If I could make $100 a day, that's $3,000 a month. And I'm struggling making $800 a month, $10,000 a year. I mean, I was like, below poor. I mean, you have poor, then you have like below poor. You know, with $10,000 a year, people say, how do you even survive? How do you live on $10,000 a year? You know, and this is how I was living my life. And I was like, if I could make $100 a day, then, you know, I'd be good. So then,
Yeah.
you know, that led me to just going through the webinar and then just taking action on the steps he gave. Changed my
Yep.
life.
And
Yeah.
it's true, by the way. It's when I first got started, I didn't have aspirations to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month or anything like this. I just wanted
Yeah.
$100 a day, and it is possible, very possible, just like you've seen yourself. So you found me on YouTube. Obviously, we've never met before. It's not like we went to the same high school or anything. So maybe some of you right now are watching this video, and I've never met you personally, or you never met Nate personally, but you're watching this, and you might be in a similar situation. Maybe you're at a job that's physically demanding, just like Nate was.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not earning what you're worth, or you're not what you feel that you're worth, just like Nathaniel. And there is other options. And in a minute, you'll see exactly what those other options are. And actually, there's a link just for you to click just below this video that you can click and get started and watch the web. There's only 3 steps to making this work. And that's actually the next thing that I want to ask you, Nathaniel. What was different about this than other things you might have tried? Like, have you tried other things? I guess that's the first question.
Tried other things. I've tried other things, but this here, what you know, hands down won me over. And is the fact that you've simplified everything. It's the simplicity of this, you know, because there's so many different things that go into internet marketing and, you know, affiliate marketing in general that you need. Like, you got to be able to follow up with people. You need to split test. You got to test what you got. And that right there, just that process alone can go over $100,000 in testing
Oh yeah.
just to find out what works, you know? And so the fact that you've already done all the testing, the fact that you do all of the follow-ups, is you do all of the coding and everything, you know, and you've taken everything, all of the elements and everything that we need in order to succeed, and then you've simplified it and put it all in one place and boiled it down to one link, just one link to promote, and that's it. Just send traffic to one link, you know, and you know, that right there, the fact that you did that, that was it, game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Because let's say it the way it is. Because here's the thing: as an affiliate marketer, if you're looking at this right now and you're thinking, oh, you know, I see all these people making money online and they're generating sales, they're getting commissions, but what you don't see is what goes on behind the scenes. Because anybody can go and sign up to an affiliate network and get a link to promote, but there's more stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you need to do in order to get the sales with that link. You need to do, what do you need to do? Well, you need to first build some pages. You need to maybe educate people with a webinar on why it's potentially good for them to sign up. Now, even let's say you did that, which, by the way, just creating a webinar is a process all of its own that you need almost a degree for. But let's get beyond that. Let's say you did that. Okay, now what about email follow-up? Because most of the people that will get to your page, what are they going to do? They're probably maybe say, oh, that was nice, and then they get busy with something and they go do something else. So you have to follow up with them. Then there's also ways to make the deal sweeter for the person. Because if 100,000 people are promoting exactly the same thing, what's the incentive for them to get it from you? So you need to offer bonuses. That's another thing that you need to think about, right? So when Nathaniel says that I've simplified it, those are the things that we're talking about here, guys. If you were going to promote a product or some type of a program, you're going to need to do those things, or somebody needs to do those things. With this system, with this marketing campaign, especially with this version that we have right now, it's all completely already done for you. I already do over 140 emails that go out on your behalf with your affiliate links. In fact, Nate, you just mentioned this just before we jumped on a call. The last 30 days, you mentioned you were not even in full working mode. You mentioned that you were busy with family-oriented stuff.
Exactly. In fact, my dad had been sick, and had been in the hospital. And I was able to live with my dad at that hospital for 30 days. Like, you couldn't do that from your job. Like, if I had to go to a supervisor or to a manager and say, hey, can I get a whole month off so I can go stay and live with my dad and care for him so that he can recover, you're just not going to get it from your job. So I was actually able to go and live with my dad at the hospital because, he speaks another language. So, communication for him, English is not his first language. It's really difficult for him to stay there and care for my dad for an entire month and still earn a little over $13,000 while caring for my dad, while focusing on my dad and caring for him and still earn over $13,000 with your system. David, thank you for doing the work. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. And guys, there's 3 steps to making this work. And I want to clarify those because some of you might be listening to this and you're ready to go. So first step, you need to click the link below. It's going to take you to a page where you're going to watch a webinar and it's going to explain everything that you need to know about how this works. Step number 2 is you need to essentially set up your system. You need to follow the instructions that I show you on the webinar. And that's why it's so important that you watch this webinar because I explain exactly how to get set up. And it's not a setup, by the way, there's no manuals here. I'm not going to send you an 800-page manual or anything like this. Setup takes how long? How long did it take you to get set up, Nate?
I'd say about 15 minutes max. 15 minutes. Yeah.
15 minutes. You basically need to create affiliate IDs in different programs that the marketing campaign promotes, and you need to plug them into the system because if I'm sending out emails on your behalf with your affiliate links, the system needs to know what your affiliate links are, right? Otherwise, how am I gonna show them? And step number 3, which Nate just mentioned, is send traffic. Send traffic to one link, and that link is where the magic is essentially. Once the visitor gets there, the entire process starts, and I take over from there, do the follow-up and everything else. And that's, correct me if I'm wrong, Nate, but that's essentially the process that you did just in the last 30 days, that you're just sending traffic.
That's it.
Then you're able to do whatever you need to do during the day.
Absolutely. That's it. And then I was able to just kind of focus and help, my dad and, it's been just a blessing for me. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So let me ask you this. So with the very first version of this affiliate marketing campaign, you've made over $250,000. You went from $10,000 a year.
Yeah.
As working a regular job that was breaking your back.
Next year.
Yeah. To $250,000 without even having to leave your house.
Yes.
So that's gotta have a huge impact. Like, how has that impacted your life, and in what way?
Well, for one, it gave me more options, and it also gave me freedom of time.
What kind of options?
Just gave me more options. Options to pretty much help my family. Options to invest into my son, bless him, In fact, he's very passionate about his basketball. He does AAU. So I was able to give him options. I was able to put him in a better school. I was able to buy a house,
Buy a house?
It just gave me options that I never dreamed that I would have these options, I was literally just, it felt kind of like, surreal because one day I'm parked, what I would do is I would park in front of the job. And sometimes it was so bad. I would envision the pain that I'm going to go through with this cleaning job that I would sit there for an hour before I could even go inside. And some other days, God forgive me, but some other days I just back out and say, I'll deal with this tomorrow. I'll deal with this tomorrow, because my back was just killing me. And now I was in a place where, I have freedom and I had options to give back to my family, to give to my son, to, you know what I mean? Just to have a better quality of life.
Yeah.
So it gave me options. And even to be like now, the ability to earn while I spend time, because when a family emergency happens, it happens out of the blue. It can happen to anyone. Like right now, you could be doing good at your job and, your career, but one of your loved ones could just randomly get sick. You get that phone call and you're like, I need to help them, and it gave me the option and ability to be able to just get up and help them. You can't put a price on your time and
That's incredible, man.
and your freedom.
That's incredible to go from barely making it every month to buying a house, supporting
Absolutely.
your kid through his passions. And who knows,
Mhm.
man? I mean, basketball, you could be, I mean, he could be the next superstar for what
Oh
we
yeah,
know.
he's
Like, who
talented. He's
knows, right?
talented.
But if you never gave him that option, we might
Yeah.
never find out.
Yeah. In fact, this YouTube, like the studio, like this microphone you're looking at right here, the portrait over here that I ordered from like Europe and stuff, like, this came from Profit's Passport 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
From
See,
cleaning.
I say this a lot, and people don't understand the significance of it. But all you need
Yeah.
to be able to really hit it off big time is one good affiliate campaign. You don't need 15 of them. One good one. One good affiliate marketing campaign was worth to Nathaniel $250,000. And this second version, which we literally just started about 5 weeks ago, he's already just in the first 30 days over 13 grand. Didn't you get one yesterday, like a $2,000 commission just last night?
Yes. Just last night.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Before bed.
So
Yeah.
this is incredible, man. And just to, I'm humbled, and it's amazing to know that just from one video that I've made, I've been able to impact your life and the life of the surrounding others.
I
And
appreciate you, David. David, I appreciate you, man.
thank you, man.
I'd go to church and you'd see me posting and saying, "Hey, I got a $2,000 commission. I was at church, man. I'd be at church praying like, God bless David. Lord God, thank you."
That's incredible.
And
And
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
and now I think how many lives you've been able to impact with your ability to get people involved in the program, and they're getting people involved in the program.
Let me tell you this, David. Let me tell you this. In fact, from what you've done, there are actually some orphanages out of the country that's been blessed from your work. I'll just say that. That's all I'm going to say.
That's incredible, man.
You're changing lives. You're changing lives.
And
I'm so
I'm happy
glad
to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm glad I found your video, and I whipped out my card, man, and hit the keys, and I listened to you and followed every instruction. Man, it's changed my life, man. And, I just hope other people, and I know that, results are not typical like you say, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I chose not to be typical. I said, let me do what David teaches me to do. Mm-hmm. And that right there, man, it changed my story forever. Yep. And man, I'm so grateful.
It changed not only your path, but the paths of those around you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what could happen, by the way, for anybody watching this right now. If you don't like how things are going right now, there is a better way. There's a way that you can start doing the types of things that you want with the people that you want around you. Whether it's more time with your loved ones, whether it's earning what you're actually worth. Like, I mean, let's face it, even the year that you made 10,000, you were already worth 250. You just wore it in the right location. And actually, this brings me to another, something interesting that I've heard the other day. If you take a Fiji bottle of water, Fiji or Aquafina, one of those.
Yeah.
If you go to like Walmart, you can probably buy that for what, 70 cents or something, 50 cents?
Yeah.
Same bottle, same capacity. You go to a gas station, same exact bottle is worth 120 all of a sudden, 125. Mm-hmm. You go to the zoo as an example, the same bottle all of a sudden, same capacity, $3. Okay, yeah. Go to the airport, you're in the airport lounge, you want to buy a bottle of water, $5. Same bottle, it's exactly the same bottle. What if you go to a concert, in the middle of a concert where they sell the peanuts and the beer and all that? Same bottle, $8. So what is the difference? How come the same bottle is valued at 70 cents in one place and it's valued at $8 in another place? What's the difference? The difference is the location. So just like Nate changed locations from a job that he was only valued a certain amount, and then he changed the location to working online and getting plugged into something that works, and all of a sudden it's the same person, but instead of making 10,000 a year, now he's doing 250,000. He did 250,000 essentially in 1 year with one campaign. It wasn't even a year, man. That thing, it wasn't a year. It was less than a year. So 250,000 in about like 10 months.
Yeah.
10 months. What's the difference? Well, the difference is the location. So my advice to you is, if you're at a place right now where you don't feel like you're earning what you're worth, just like Nathaniel was in a place where he didn't feel like he's earning what he's worth, change your location. And I don't mean physical location. I mean change where you're earning income from. And one way you could do that is by clicking the link just in the video description here, or if you're watching this on the page, there's going to be a button somewhere here. Click that and follow the 3 simple steps, which is, number 1, watch the webinar. Number 2, get set up. Set up your income streams, especially income stream number 1. And step 3 is send traffic exactly the way I show you, just like I showed Nate, just like I showed many other people. It works, guys. It actually works. And you can't ignore something that Nate has been able to make so much, and so many other team members have been able to earn so much, and people are on leaderboards all over the place just by using the same exact campaign. So if it's working for so many people, what really is the variant? Is the person using it. So it's not the campaign anymore, it's you using it, right? It's not a matter of whether the campaign works or not. It already works. Nate has proven it, I've proven it, many other members have proven it. Now it's your turn. So to get started, again, click the link below and get started. So to wrap this up, this has been incredible, man. I am so humbled to hear that you were able to do so well for yourself with this, and I've been able to have a say in that, essentially, to be able to help you do that, even though we've never met. It's something that we've never, like, this is the magic of the internet, essentially, and the magic of videos like this. And my hopes to you, the person watching this right now, is that this case study will inspire you and maybe motivate you in the same way that one of my videos motivated Nathaniel when he watched that first one where I made 4,000 or whatever it was in 9 days. In the same way that you could take the action.
I'm so glad that I stumbled across that video. I'm so glad, David.
Yeah. So any final words for our viewers, Nathaniel?
I'd say be fearless. Be fearless, Don't be, afraid to come out of your comfort zone and to change your life. Be fearless. Don't be afraid to fail. It's okay. It's always gonna be a blessing that you try. Listen, just be fearless. And make a decision. Be decisive. Make a decision to change your life. And when I was working that job and I was losing my back, I literally was losing my back. And I remember they gave me a CD of the MRI, and they handed that to me in my hand. And I said, oh my God, they just handed me my whole back. And I said, listen, I got to save what I got left of my back. So what I said, David, when I went back and I watched your video and watched the webinar, I said, let me implement what you're saying, David, because I need this. And you know what? And it worked out. I'm so glad that I did. So my last words would just be, guys, be fearless. Don't just watch this video. Click the link. Take action.
Yeah. Thank you, Nathaniel. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. My hopes is that it will touch a few people out there, and even if it just touches one person, that would have been totally worth it. Because if we can change the path of one person and where they're going in life, it was worth it. It was totally worth it.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
So thanks again. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Meanwhile, click the link below and get started.
David.
See you guys.
All right.